be coming over. So again, the yellow and the green are 1,000-foot wide planting corridors. If you really want to know what the width of the project is in your area, locate your property, and then again, we've got a scale here. You can actually take a look and see the width of the project near your property. Well, let's talk about the other colors on the map. The first one is brown. And again, those represent structures such as homes and businesses, well houses, dog houses. Our surveyors pick up that information. So if you're looking for your house on your property, it will be showing up as a brown rectangle. The other color, of course, is blue, and that's going to stand for streams, ponds, any lakes that are on the project, any rivers and creeks. As I talked about earlier, these little white squares is the current and projected traffic at the major intersections out there. Then we've got the two lines that show proposed and partial and limited control of access. We also have the wetland limits boundary. Again, that shows up on the maps in the low-lying areas. The historic properties are shown by a red hatched area. We do show some proposed signals out there. That's pretty straightforward. The solid red figures that you see, those are proposed bridges or culverts. If you see a candy cane striped figure, that's existing culverts or bridges that will stay in place. We've got a couple of situations where we're extending culverts, so you'll see a candy cane pattern and then a solid red pattern as we widen one of the existing crossings. Of course, purple is cemeteries, and we do have a few of those on there. We've got property owner names all through here. And then, of course, we've got this big information area here, and due to the scale of the map, we're not able to get everybody's name on the map, so that's a key, and that's just for this map. So if you see 143 besides your name, that has nothing to do with your deed information down at the courthouse. That just lets you know that if you look for that oval with 143 in it, that should be your property. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start on this side of the map here in Robbinsville. We've got two different alternatives. This is 143, and this is coming into Robbinsville, and it ties in to 129 right there in Eagles. So we're further south where we're proposing these two alignments to come in. And as you can see, alternative Y comes in a little more north than alternative X. And then as we move forward this way, we're crossing Old Sweetwater Road. Of course, we're crossing Sweetwater Creek. You can see the two bridges there, the red that we talked about earlier. This is, in this area here, this is the furthest that the two alignments are separated from each other. Here, they tend to follow the same alignment. This is where we actually pick up NC 143 or Sweetwater Road through Stokoe, and this would be where that partial control of access is where we talked about. Again, each property would have direct access to the route in this area. So we're following existing NC 143 all through here, and then the two alternatives start to split again once we get past Pinhook Road and North Fork Beach Road. And then again, alternative X shifts a little further to the north than does Y. And then as we proceed forward, they're still pretty close. When we get here, this is where the Appalachian Trail comes in, and this is the two tunnels, the two tunnel locations that we looked at. As you notice, one of the tunnels is shorter than the other one. The one that is shorter is higher up on the mountain. The one that's longer is further down in the mountain. That would make sense if you think about how the mountain kind of spreads out. Now, again, coming out of the mountain, these are, we'll have 2 lanes in each direction, so we'll have 2 tunnel holes side by side. 2 lanes going in to 1 tunnel hole, and then 2 lanes coming out. So it's each tunnel is carrying that 4-lane divided roadway through the tunnel. We come down now, we're coming down off the mountain with about a 6.5% slope, which is pretty steep. And we're coming into the Stocoa Creek area. And here are the 2 bridges that we've put in. And they're both about 1,000 feet long, and they're probably anywhere from 90 to 100 feet above the creek. And again, we wanted to do that. What that does, that opens up the entire floodplain area with the creek and everything. I think earlier we had some displays up, and I think a lot of you that saw the PowerPoint, we had some pictures of what the tunnel and the bridges could look like. Once we get past the bridges, the 2 alternatives are pretty much on the same alignment as we come through Cody Ranch Road. We skirt it, and then again we're coming on through and then tying back in over here, NC 28, tying into the deep part of the project. And again, as I said earlier, the recommended alternative is alternative YX, so it would be yellow and then green. And then the other alternative that we're still looking at is alternative X, which is the green. So it's really between those 2. And again, when I talked about where you would split at, it's right in here. Starting here, back this way is the B section of the project, and then moving forward in this direction is the C portion of the project. And as I said earlier, this is the section that we would actually construct first. A lot of you are aware of the A section of A9. That will be developed under a separate environmental planning process. And there will be public involvement, a lot of meetings out here. You will know when that process starts. Okay. That's it for the map. So now I'm going to open it up. I'm going to open it up to the folks that signed in to speak. Now, Eileen, raise your hand, Eileen. Eileen's got 2 signs up here. We've got one that says 1 minute to go. That means you need to wrap it up. Okay, 5 minutes. And then if you make it to your 5th minute, she's going to hold up the other sign. And I think everybody's familiar with that sign. And I do ask that you go ahead and wrap it up so everybody has an opportunity to speak. You are going to get 5 minutes. After everybody has had a chance to speak, that I've got on the sheet, I'll open it up for folks that didn't sign up that wanted to speak. Once all that's taken care of, then I'll give folks that have spoken before, if they want to make any final comments, I'll give you a couple extra minutes. Right now, I've got about 23 people that have signed up. So again, please be respectful of everybody else's time. Again, if it gets to the point you're coming up and saying, well, I don't like this project because of this, and it's a recurring theme, I may ask that, that's important. I would ask that you fill out the comment sheet because I do want to hear all comments. Okay. Again, as I said, we've got a lot of different folks here tonight with their own opinions. We're not going to vote on anything tonight. We're not going to make any decisions. And I ask that you respect each other's opinions. First, we have Mr. Bob Grove.
We're all here tonight